Welcome to the Vigilance Committee, everyone. Today we've got F.I.R.M audits with us, but we also have some breaking news about Carolina. And we are going to feature her information here. I'm actually going to show her video first. So let me go ahead and share the screen here. We're going to start at about 4 minutes and 53 seconds and let everybody see what actually happened to her. We understand she is in the hospital. Trauma hospital, and so everyone needs to keep her in your prayers. So let me go ahead and make this big. There we go. And play.
Turn the volume up.
Okay, where is it? What's going on? Where's my volume?
Hey ladies, hey Kruger. No, I'm not going to the floor. There's no investigation, there's no nothing.
You can go to the other side of the street, you're going to get arrested. I'm not warning you again.
What are you talking about?
Go to the other side of the street right
Why?
now.
Wait, tell me why first.
You're under arrest. You're not.
No, I'm not under it. Okay.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
She's bleeding.
Watch live and local news on a variety of networks with no extra cords, hidden fees, or long-term costs.
Absolutely horrendous. Very worried about her. We'll give updates as we can get them in. Melissa's on top of it. She's waiting for a phone call from CJ Grisham, who's been in communication with her husband. So I don't know what else to say. Nikki, have you got anything?
Well, Melissa is also putting up her Cash App to help. Stephanie just put up Carolina's PayPal and her things to help. We do have contact information for the NBC affiliate in Dallas Fort Worth and the Fox 4 news station. I myself, per CJ Grisham, know that she is in the hospital but is in police custody. And obviously it's serious because she is not at the jail. Usually when you get taken to the hospital after an arrest, if it's not serious, if the hospital deems it not serious, they stitch you up, they give you, Tylenol or whatever, and release you right into the jail. But with her still being at the hospital, this is something serious. I have the mayor's phone number. I have the city manager's email. I also have information on how we can submit a complaint to Internal Affairs.
Yeah, let's get that information into our chat.
I also have contact for the state reps.
Perfect. Yeah, and the more people can contact these folks, the more we're going to be able to get more information and more help. And it's up to you folks if you want to. You have a right to redress your grievances. But I think the best thing that CJ said was just contact the city manager because he does control the police department. He was indicating that we shouldn't call the police department or the jail because of repercussions on that.
Right.
So retaliatory type stuff, and they get call flooded. So, but it's up to the folks out there. If they can do whatever they want. We're just going to give the information for the city manager and the other information that Nikki just talked about. She's going to put it in the chat, and you folks can do whatever you want with it.
Well, I do know at 5:30 this morning they were not taking phone calls already, so her live stream was pretty much flood calling that police department already. So I think they're not taking any phone calls anyway. So you can try to redress. Your best way would be to get a hold of the city manager, I believe.
Yeah.
And the mayor and the news.
Yeah, and I know you did a live on this too today, didn't you, F.I.R.M?
Yeah, at 5:30 this morning I did a premiere. Yeah.
You were one of the first. Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was right when I was getting ready to go to bed. I caught the tail end of her, literally right when she was walking up to the girls, and watching that guy attack her. I didn't know a whole lot at that time, but yeah, I just knew that was crazy when I heard that Agnos snoring.
Yeah.
That told me that she was knocked out and had been slammed to the ground. So yeah, I knew it had to get out there as quick as possible.
Absolutely. And Manuel Mata went to the scene too afterwards this morning, and you could see the crime scene, basically, is what I want to call it.
Right.
And it's absolutely horrendous what they did to her. She's, I don't know how old she is. She doesn't like to say how old she is, but she doesn't look like she's in her 60s, but I've been told that she is. And she's just a tiny little thing. It's just
ridiculous.
horrible.
It is ridiculous. It literally, I started believing that with all, I've seen quite a few good videos recently with cops, and man, that just drove me right back into the ground again on how I feel about them. It's crazy.
Yeah. And when you contact these news channels, I believe that they are interested in the story. So just share the live that
Right.
that Carolina put out there. Just share the live with them so that they have that footage.
Not only that, have them, I would have them contact CJ Grisham because he is standing in as her lawyer.
Yep.
So include his email information for that also.
Yeah, and so he'll probably give them an interview.
And I do want to thank everybody on both channels who are here and helping us cover this. We were supposed to be covering F.I.R.M audits, but unfortunately he got hijacked again. But F.I.R.M audits is well known throughout the auditing community for helping other auditors. That seems to be like his niche right now.
Yeah. He's always being hijacked when it's supposed to be about him. I mean, it just reached over 100,000 subscribers, and even that night that he was doing a open panel on it, the panel towards the end got hijacked by a bunch of channels that weren't even part of the 1A community, and he just let them go. It's like, oh, he's so gracious.
The new group I've been talking to lately, so yeah, they came in to appreciate the 100K. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's one of those that I'm stuck at home, and don't want to put no pity on me, but I will still want to do what I can do. So, being that my shorts took off the way that they've taken off, the least I can do is showcase this community as much as possible to help get things out there.
Absolutely. And having said that, I'm going to show a little bit of the clip of his 100,000 panel, and you'll see some people on there that that are part of the 1A community, but then you'll also see other people in there. I'm not going to show too much of it. I'm just going to show a little bit of it.
Before you do that, Howard Clegg wants to know, F.I.R.M, you were having trouble getting watch hours up to remonetize. Did you achieve that?
I did, but they still almost 3 months ago now, denied me again because they do not like my videos. They say that I'm not a good enough content creator to be monetized at the moment. So I am looking into it. I'm trying to find an editor to help me out because I have a one-sided view from me, you know, and I think all my videos are fine because obviously, you know, I'm getting the views, but they just don't like something about them. So, yeah, if anybody's out there that wants to help me, July 7th is my cutoff.
Perfect.
I'm going to go try to reapply then because it would help me get me back out into the community because I hate asking for donations and stuff because, you know, everybody thinks that you're, you know, trying to scam the community and stuff. And it's like one of those that, you know, any donations would help, but I'd rather use my money that I get off YouTube to get me out there, you know.
Yeah. Absolutely understandable, and we need to help to get you monetized again. So, people in this chat, if you'll go, actually, if we're putting Firm Audits channel in here, and if you're not subscribed, please go over there and subscribe. And then before you come back, click on one of his videos and hit the like button, and then come back. Because I understand that just going over there and subscribing and not watching a video, they basically take that subscription away. So please do go over there, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. Watch a video for a few seconds, hit the like button, and then come back. And people that are in this channel, Firm is also live. So if you can go over there and hit the like on that one, and then come back, that would be great.
And vice versa, guys. Anybody in my chat on my live, get over here and give this channel a like, share, subscribe. It's a newer one. They need as much help as they can get because they're doing just as much for this community as anybody else is. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to a few of these people here in the chat because we really haven't said hi to them yet. But my roommate, Homeless Scrubbelow, Integrity News Now, Brandon Mitchell, Chris Milkey, John Denicola. I know Howard Clegg. Yeah, thank you for your want to know about my situation. I thought I saw BCNN in here. I don't
Yep,
know
I
if
did.
it's in here.
Yep, you did.
And then I saw another network. Oklahoma Audits is in here. Freddie, thank you for being here. There's Buttcraft News Network.
And they're all over the place. I see them in a lot of chats. These people. It's the first time I've seen News Now. Lisa.
Hi, News Now, Lisa.
She was in one of our first ones.
Was she? Okay.
Yeah, Cliff.
Oh, wow.
DMA just came in.
DMA in the
Hey,
house.
DMA.
Good to see you.
And now, of course, I want to thank our usual people. Stephanie Jenks. Don't tell anybody. You're Cliff's favorite mod. Oklahoma Outlaw Audits. You know, Chris Milkey, Integrity Now News, STD 58. Thank you for being here and doing as much as you can. Brandon Mitchell, Freddie, of course, Melissa Stedman. Thank you very much for everything you've done. You guys we all need to stand up with each other. Oh, Mr. Nicky's in here too. Thank you
All
for
right.
being here. Nerdy Nerdleton. You guys just, the links are listed to help Carolina. The links are listed to contact the news, to contact the state representatives, the mayor, the
city manager,
and thank you for Corner Fist in the Air for being in here. You guys, it's time for us to stand up and do what we can do. This was absolute tyranny. Absolute tyranny that happened to her.
What happened to her was a crime.
That wasn't just a crime. That was a major felony.
I agree. That was horrendous.
I wanted to give one more quick shout out. Speaking of my new channels that have been kind of following me, and I've been following them. Choose compassion. Thank you for being here. And Dale Elliott. I don't know if anybody said hey to him yet. Thank you, Dale.
No, we haven't, and we should, because he's everywhere as well. He's always in here too. So
Yep. So
and
is
there's
Bill M.
Joe
somebody
Coe.
else I haven't seen before, Patrick DeCambra. Thanks for joining us.
I just saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, John
Okay.
Donicolo, do they have a Zoom meeting for Fort Worth Council meeting? I know Mr. Grisham was talking about going to their meetings. That would be the best thing to do.
Yep, on Tuesday.
Do they have a Zoom?
Yeah, if we can find out that, I'd like to be on that Zoom.
Oh my God, I would love to. But I just can't see towns doing that much anymore because of all the grief they've been getting from how lengthy people are doing that. They're making a lot of ordinances to negate that kind of stuff happening.
Yeah, they changed their rules to try to thwart
Policies.
people redressing. Yeah. Alma Hurtado.
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Claire, good to see you. I wonder if I should show. I want to show a video that I believe it was it Jocko that we showed this video at the courthouse where the judge removed them all from the public sidewalk. Nikki, was that Jocko that we were featuring? Because I believe he was there with F.I.R.M Audits. Yeah.
Yeah, it was him.
Yeah,
Yes.
me, Midwest, Joko, Show Me State News Now.
Yep.
That's we met him for the first time.
Yep. And this was a while back, but I kind of want to show it because it's pretty egregious what this judge did. I'm not going to show the whole thing. I just want to show what basically the gist of it and what happened. And then we'll probably still continue to talk about Carolina too, because if some updates come in, we definitely want to share those. So bad judge, courthouse rules.
Where did you find that at, Brandon?
There's information attending Zoom. Beautiful.
Yeah, because I was just looking at that. Okay. Oh, it's going to News Now, Lisa. Her link, and it's got the information there.
Okay, let's put her link in the channel as well. And let's copy that link to the Zoom so that we can sign up for it for Tuesday. Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you. You beat me to it. I just tried to. I just clicked on that one.
He's fast. Brandon's awesome moderator too, by the way.
Absolutely, one of the best, along with Melissa Stedman, Heather Holt. I finally got to see in CJ Grisham's chat.
I saw that today.
So, and hello, Maria. Yeah, we definitely know about the Harvey situation, and haven't been able to get in contact with him this morning. I know he's a good friend of Carolina, and I know that if he knew about this thing going on, he'd probably be heading to Fort Worth, which he might be. Just haven't been able to get him on the phone yet today. So, Armed with Harmony is in here. Great to see you. Let's put pay links for F.I.R.M in here as well, and help him get back out on the road.
Thank you.
All right. Absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and share this video here. I'm just going to find a part that I really want people to see. There we go.
Right, Brandon?
Let's start here. There's Show Me State, I believe.
Yep, that's Show Me State News Now.
And I think I've got to turn on the volume. I don't know.
You got DMA up in chat. Oh, cool. What's up, DMA?
Are you recording me?
We're recording, yes, sir. Anything?
You ain't gonna publish this without my consent, are you? Consent? We're in public.
You're in public right now.
You don't need consent. No, sir.
Not in public. No. That's like if you were at.
I don't know. Because they don't put it on the internet. No, we can ask for the footage for those cameras and put it on the internet.
I'll just never really understand these people. I just don't get it. He's a Darren, right?
Yep.
You
They're
don't have my
everywhere you
consent.
go.
Yeah. It's just nuts.
You just, people that show up on the TV shows, they don't get paid for it.
Well, that's commercial.
Yeah,
That's commercial.
I like to get paid.
Guy
I don't know what
actually
you guys
ended
are doing. I didn't know.
Guy.
It's a social experiment, sir. Oh, I don't care if you do. I just wonder. It's about those signs on that door telling us we can't record in there. It's a public building.
But being it's a public building, we should be able to go in there.
Do you work here? Or just no.
Hang on, guys. I got a phone call coming in that I need to take.
All right.
All right. That means that F.I.R.M, you and I are I guess
Running the show.
talking. Yeah. We're running the show.
It's all good.
So
It's probably, hopefully, about Miss Carolina. I know that's going to stay on everybody's mind here in the next couple days. So,
yeah, hopefully it is about her or Matthew Reardon. Or even Harvey. You know,
yep.
we all saw that Harvey got hit by the fire chief down in Galveston. I don't know what is up with the state of Texas. I mean, are they that scared of a camera, which is an
Accountability.
objective observer? You
Yes,
know,
they are.
the camera can't make up lies. It can't say, you know, oh, he did this, he did that. It actually just observes.
Right. And hey, Kilted and KY Reacts, thank you guys for being in here. And Four Corner, I didn't say hi to you yet.
And Jugalassus, thank you for your nice comment on the video. And KY Reacts, thank you. That video that I made, it was just a thing that I thought about early in the morning, and what you guys put down was actually good. And I appreciate it.
And I am back. That was actually Harvey, and I didn't answer the phone in time, and I tried to call him back and got his voicemail, but I told him to come into the chat as soon as he can. It's about Carolina. Hopefully he's probably gotten a lot of messages.
Well, did you just see that chat clip from Stephanie about Lady J? She was talking to somebody. It's a video. Yes, that one.
Sergeant Skaggs. Yeah, I think Melissa sent me a link to this, and I didn't have time to watch it yet. Maybe we can watch this. Can you get that link, Nikki? And let's show it, because I think Lady Justice did a phone call to Sergeant Staggs, Fort Worth. Yeah, this morning. Okay. Let me know when you have that ready. We'll show it too. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and continue on this. And I want to get to the part where the police come out. I'm going to fast forward it a little bit here. Okay, so wait, what's this? This guy's continuing on.
Yeah, he talked for a while with
You
it.
say you waste about 90 minutes.
That's all right.
Everything over there. They haven't hooped and hollering there next week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It'd be a good thing to.
Who's the
All
guy
right.
here?
He was
It's in the
guy-
private chat.
Okay.
He was the
thank
guy that that's Joko that you're circling around right there.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And but anyway, the guy that was just talking to us ended up being a really, really nice guy. Invited us. He was part of the board of another city that was real close to there in another county, and he's like, "Hey, come over to ours, man. We'll let you in and walk around and da 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 da." And yeah,
So you turned him away from being a Darren. That's awesome.
yes.
Looks like DMA was in here too. Yeah.
We may have to come out there.
Yeah,
Gainesville, huh?
Festival. Yeah, it's
Gainesville.
45 miles that way.
Is the sheriff's department them still having phone or payroll and stuff? They said they were.
Well,
Yeah.
they're not. They're just. They spent.
Probably about 4 or 5 more minutes in.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and just kind of fast forward. There we go.
There we go.
All right. Let's do it right here.
Thank you.
Okay. So there is a judge order in place that does say that you are now allowed to video or audio record anybody entering or leaving the premises of the courthouse.
From public? From a public sidewalk.
From public. There is a judge's order, like I just said.
He doesn't control the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Right.
He can control inside the building, but he can put that, and that's an illegal order. So
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
we've
These guys think they know what they're talking about. If it comes from a judge, it's completely legal. Isn't that ridiculous for them? That's just crazy that they think that way.
And I don't understand why they think that judges can make laws. They cannot
Yeah.
make laws.
Nope, they absolutely cannot.
looked it up. We've looked it up.
Especially with the juvenile division court going on, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We can record anything we can see in public.
Right.
What
So,
happened to the Constitution?
Yeah.
There's not. We can go over there to that sidewalk and record anything we can see. This
Did you-
Isn't this Midwest too? Midwest auditing?
Yep, that's Midwest.
Or did you not swear an oath to
Right, this is the same-
uphold
Yeah, it's the same thing. That's what we're saying
the
is
United
It's the
States
same
and
thing.
the one of
There's
Missouri?
no
Did you or did you not?
Right. But
That is unconstitutional.
So
You swore an oath to the Constitution. I don't know. You don't say anything that's worth listening to. We want to hear you defending and upholding the oath to the Constitution.
That
I
you-
don't have a-
not a judge's
we don't have
order.
a problem with
Just because he's a judge
But we have
doesn't
a
mean he
problem with
creates a law.
oath breakers, tyrants, people that are supporting these unconstitutional.
I've noticed none of them have body cams on. Am I right about that?
No, I think that's what's up on those shoulders right there. If that's, I
Oh,
don't
up
think
on
that's
top.
their mics. I think
So-
that is, yeah.
Oh, okay. So those are body cams. Were you able to get the body cam footage when you went into the
Never
courtroom?
even thought about it at that time, believe it or not. You just, as soon as you started asking about their body cams, I was like, oh crap.
Yeah, I was
Um,
asking Jocko the same thing, and he said he didn't know if anybody got body cams. So I don't. And it's like, wow, I mean, I'd love to see what happened in that courtroom.
Now,
You got people coming out.
That's what we
Step
have.
over.
I know for a fact that Show Me, and I want to still get this from him. They offered him the CD from the audio that was in the courtroom because his lovely wife went off on that judge, and he threatened to put her in contempt of court for a little while there. And yeah, because it was more ridiculous in the courtroom once we got to talking to the judge.
Yeah, I bet the judge is completely out of control. From what I understand, he ran for re-election too and won. Am I right about that? Or
Yeah, because he was unopposed.
so? Okay, so all right. that's-
Actually,
that.
you guys, there's no body cams there. Those are the mics from
those
the
are the mics.
radios.
You're right. I can see it now
Yep.
with that guy turned.
Yeah.
So you're right.
They do not have body cams, but Joko says he's got the CD from court.
Oh, he
Oh.
did get it too. Okay, okay.
Perfect. I wish we had that.
Yeah,
I'd
no
love to
kidding.
hear it.
Show me behind you. Cars.
Oh, he's got it.
So I mean, if you guys are willing to honor your oath, we are
Yeah, we're just willing to stand here. I mean, we're not trying to go in the building.
right now presiding order for in the courtroom.
anyone entering or exiting.
There's no way. And we do this all across the country. Yeah, seriously.
This is unconstitutional.
Even though
And
that
that's-
was the
that's-
first one.
And you're going to be complicit in that.
He didn't pass a law.
Right.
Who holds your bond?
So here's the thing. If
In this day and age.
so if the judge decides to
He's not the king.
So the woman that just asked who holds your bond, is that the one that got into an argument with the judge firm?
Yes.
Okay. And that's
That's-
Show Me State's wife?
Yes. And
Okay.
forgive me, but she has a YouTube channel, but I cannot remember her YouTube channel name.
Paparazzi Pig.
Thank you. How did you know that?
Nikki knows everything. That's why she's my partner. So let's put Paparazzi Pig in her link in the channel too.
Yeah.
She has not put out any videos in a couple of or since this one, pretty much.
Okay, well, we can still put her link in the channel anyway, and people can go over there and subscribe. Maybe that'll spur her on to get out there again. All right.
Who holds his bond?
Since that was an excellent question that she asked right there, who's the insurance company, basically? Who can we sue over this if you're going to violate our rights?
Oh, yeah.
For what? But that's
I'm going to scroll a little bit forward on this now.
You're fine. I'm going to be right back, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, he's probably got to go look out the window so he can see that St. Louis arch, you know.
Invited you inside the courthouse if you would like to talk to him.
Stephanie, it could
this?
be Pig Paparazzi also, but it's Paparazzi Pig, Pig Paparazzi, something like that.
And come inside.
no, because I really don't know once we're inside how to deal with it. I know. Legally, yes.
Have they told you can't be right here?
Yes.
It's a public sidewalk.
I know. Put that little sign
Yeah, I saw
on the
it.
door. But there's no law on it. It's just a judge writing down a
So there was no statute on it, I believe is what F.I.R.M was saying. There's no statute, and if there's no statute, there's not a law. So the judge's order doesn't mean shit as far as I'm concerned. Excuse my French.
Right now.
courtroom. So
You're being summoned.
okay, I understand.
What does that mean? Legally, they have to go?
Yeah,
Really? A judge can just tell you to go to. Oh, I didn't know.
they think they can. Yes.
Well, he said everybody out here is being summoned to his courtroom.
So like we have to go now.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to bring this in? Because he says no cameras.
What's going on?
Are you wanting to bring that in?
Judge, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
summons for everybody to come
244,
that's out here and go to see him right now.
Well, I was over there. I moved over there.
I don't even have a camera.
And she don't even have a
They're
camera.
asking about their cameras.
But I'm okay.
Can they bring them in?
No.
Yeah.
That's an easy one.
No.
Yeah, of course he says no. He doesn't want the cameras outside on a public sidewalk. It's nuts. Just
And sorry.
no, go ahead.
This lady in the pink right here, she actually worked for a local newspaper and a news channel. And she tried to get a hold of somebody and they would not do anything. And then come to find out, got to talking to her, she actually dated the judge for like 2 days.
Yeah, I remember seeing that on Jocko's. She was basically telling Jocko and Midwest Accountability that she dated him in college, I believe.
Something like that. Yeah. I was like, wow, what a small little town.
Yeah, and then she said that he said she could leave when she went into the courtroom. He said it in such a way that she figured, well, I better leave. It was more like a threat than you can be dismissed. It's
Right.
more like I don't want you in here. Yeah, because he knew he was about to do some shady shit. Didn't
Right.
want her in there. No witnesses.
In public, there's no expectation of privacy. And that's been established in court cases. So not long, right?
I don't have no weapons, nothing on me, so.
Against it. It trumps the Constitution. I don't know what's going on. Uphold.
Is this where they're putting you in cuffs too, Firm?
They're getting ready to, yes. As soon as it's probably about another minute here or so, because they end up bringing all of us, even the lady in the pink shirt.
Yeah. Well, Midwest Accountability stayed out, and so did Jocko. They didn't cuff them and make them go in, which is really weird. I believe that's like a violation of the 14th, right?
Correct, it
Some of
was.
you there, but some of you were not. It's like,
Right.
what?
Me and Show Me were handcuffed again. Yes.
Yeah, and that's that's not equal protection under the law. They're going to cuff
Correct.
some of you and bring you in there, and then some of you they're not. That was just inconsistent, really weird.
The United States Constitution and the Missouri Constitution, but you didn't break that.
I mean, like I said, if you don't
We'll just have to take it to the appellate.
Be right here. Judge Privet. Privet.
Judge said take them all into custody.
I was just over there, man. You called me back over here.
What are you gonna do with my camera? Hey, will you take my camera?
You guys understand what's going on? The
Nope,
judge is
I don't
requesting.
understand.
Okay,
I
the
do
judge
not.
is summoning you guys for the court. That means
Oh,
that
sorry, bud.
you can go by yourself down there. All right, we're trying to make this as peaceful as possible.
No, you're not.
Me and him was across the street, but I got called back over here.
I'm just, like I said, the judge is.
Is anyone else here that
She can't.
He summons you to court.
Ooh, watch yourself.
Ma'am, are you going to go downstairs? It's up to you. If you're going to get your summons to court.
How was she summoned? She shouldn't have been summoned.
You guys
She
are all
wasn't
out there
videotaped.
together. That's exactly what's going on, okay? I've already told you guys, you're being summoned to court.
just gonna make sure you
Oh, you're fine.
You're fine.
Are you not going to apply for
She wasn't recording.
See, look at that. Heather Holt's even in the chat saying WTF.
Yeah.
She was there at the live.
Then I'm taking my recording device or I'm not effing
My wallet.
Whatever you guys decide you're doing. I'm just trying to
Is she taking your camera?
You guys
If he
are
doesn't
all breaking
arrest her.
T242, just so you know.
Will you-
It's just
Will you
treason.
take his
Will you take
camera?
my camera, please?
I like
Yep.
what she just said there. Yeah. Violation of rights under color of law, and it is a criminal act that they're doing, and she put them on notice for that.
Absolutely.
And his body camera?
I just showed up just now.
Okay.
And I'm not.
That might be a little harder.
Okay, that's something.
You might have to put it peeled.
I don't know how
It's got a magnet on the front. Just pull that whole piece out.
Wow. No Constitution.
I was a KY3 reporter, so.
No
As
Constitution.
long as you guys, you guys will all have your stories. I'm not saying anybody's guilty.
Show me states being arrested, guys.
Midwest Accountability is just show me states being arrested. He doesn't even mention you, Firm. It's like come on, man. Firm's in cuffs too. He probably says something here later.
So it's F.I.R.M. Audits. F.I.R.M. is being
Oh,
arrested,
there we
guys.
go.
Yeah, I thought he did. Yeah, I never understood separately though.
Just ridiculous. Now, how did this all end up, Firm? Did you guys go to the appellate court and get
No,
this thing?
we did not have to. Once it got recognized enough, this judge basically put out an order. He rescinded that order and then basically gave it back to the sheriff, which the sheriff was a new sheriff, and you saw a conversation that he had with Midwest and Joko about everything that was going on and the fact that he wants to have a little bit more open. You know, he knew what the law was, but he couldn't do anything because of what the judge was doing. So
Right.
once the judge rescinded it and gave it back to the sheriff, then things in all, I think he was judge of 4 counties. And so all the courtrooms got those signs taken down, and
so he backed off, knowing that he was probably going to be in trouble if he didn't.
correct. And we probably could have kept on going. And I know that Show Me State News Now and her are still looking into a lot of that stuff, but there's just been so much other stuff that's been going on, you know, that he's been showing and doing other things that they haven't had time to really, you know, it still was new to us.
Yeah.
You know, so we were still learning a lot back then. So believe me, my choices nowadays would be to, now that I have a lot more information over these last 2 years, to do a lot of it that I could do pro se.
Yeah.
You know,
and you probably have some contacts too, like people like Six Oaks, and they
correct.
can help you with things. CJ Christian, maybe.
Well, that and the fact is, the few other times that I've been out, like around here, all the cops around here are fairly decent cops. They don't really harass you for filming them. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. That's
well,
why I
especially if they know you.
Well,
but that doesn't mean that they're not harassing other people. So
correct, and that's what you want to always try to catch them on it. That's why you don't give up. You always film the cops. But that's why I want to get out there more and get out further from just my area right here. You know, I mean, I'm in a little town of 2,000 people, and I know all 4 of the cops, you know, and they all know me too. But they are actually good cops because I've dug into their backgrounds, and I had talked to enough people at the city meetings that to know that these cops actually, you know, I haven't actually filmed them doing it, but I'm sure they could recite a few of the First Amendment. You know what I mean? Unlike 99% of all other cops, which is kind of like I'm glad for that, for me living here like that. But it just, you know, my nearest big town is 25 miles away, and it's not just really a hop, skip, and a jump to just jump in the car and go cruise for a night, you know.
Right. Got to have gas money.
Because I'd love to do St. Louis, because St. Louis is an encrypted police station. So you actually got to go and drive around and try to find, you know, a lot of the pullovers and shootings, and which there are a lot of. And basically you can follow the fire and ambulance when they get good calls, you know, to car wrecks, that type of stuff, just to see how they treat people. But yeah, you know, I would love to get over to St. Louis more.
Right. And I know that you were trying to cover the Tiffany Henyard story as well.
Correct.
Trying to get over there.
I'm still actually going to be doing that. There's another meeting July 3rd, I believe, or 2nd. I'm not exactly sure what that Monday falls on. And I'm hoping to cover that again. I've met a few people that are actually up there. So for right now, I don't have to travel to go up there to actually get their lives, because I've met a few people that have it. So I'm just going to restream when they do a live. But after I get remonetized, hopefully in July 7th, I will be at the August meeting, because I think that town is just going to start getting crazier and crazier.
Yeah.
You said a Monday F.I.R.M, the first Monday?
Yes.
That's actually the first.
Is it really?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
First Monday in July. Okay.
Yep. It's basically a week and a day from today.
Oh, you sure it's just a week?
Well,
2 weeks.
Today's the 23rd.
Yeah. Week and a day.
Y'all,
oh,
post
wow,
F.I.R.M's links up here, his pay links. Let's go ahead and try and get him some gas money to get up there. I know it's about a 200-mile trip one way. And so any little bit can help to get him up there. We've got a week to get him up there, guys. So, and I can let you know that the gas prices in his area are
pretty high.
very high. They get higher the further north he goes.
Correct.
You know, like
Illinois.
Hey, yeah.
All right. And I'm going to stop it right here, folks. If you want to see this video, then just go to F.I.R.M's channel and you can find it. Bad Judge. courthouse rules, and go there and watch the rest of it. We're at 24:08 right now, so you can watch the rest of it on your own time. And let's. I want to show this again, just in case other people haven't come in here yet. We're gonna show Carolina's attack again.
Hey, Rockford Metro Press, thank you for subscribing to both of us if you did. I know where Rockford, Illinois is. They got a little bit of a crazy town up there, too.
They sure do. Them and what is it? Cherry Valley and Bellevue right next.
Yep. Chris Milky, I am driving a Yukon Denali, which actually has the 6.2.
Oh my God, gas guzzler! My brother has one of those.
I'm trying to get a small car. That's going to be the first thing that I work on after I get monetized. Because yeah, definitely. Because I do plan. I mean, I have some plans for my channel in the future. You know, my goal is that I want to get out. I have a list of auditors I want to meet, and I want to go out and video with them. So that's going to be hopefully this summer or the end of summer, fall's progress that I make, you know, once I get monetized. So it's coming about. But anyway, let's watch.
Right. Oh, Buckster, good to see you again.
Hey, Show Me State News. I hate Decatur, Illinois, too, by the way.
All right, let's show this breaking news again here. Horrendous account of what happened.
I thought you wanted to show that phone call.
Yes. Have you got that phone call?
It's in the private chat.
Okay, let's.
At the 7-minute mark.
Okay, let me go in there. We'll pull that up and share it instead. Stop sharing. All right, let me go back over here to the studio. And this is an update. Let's present.
Hey, Just Muckster, thank you for being here.
And let's make sure too that we put Liberty the link to the channel for this story as well. This update about CFW.
Oh, Stephanie said it's at the negative 7:05 mark.
Okay, negative 7:05. So 7 minutes in?
No, 7 minutes from the end.
Oh, 7 minutes from the end. Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering what that meant too. Thank you again.
So we'll start right here then. Let me go ahead and click share update. There we go. Let's make it big.
Have a good day, Jack. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. The only reason he does that job.
Yeah, again, I would like to highlight if they would have had yellow tape up, not that there was an actual investigation going on.
But even one little strip of yellow tape, they could have said, we need journalists to stand over there.
That's right.
And you'll be safe as long as you stand there. And she may have listened to that, and she may have never come into harm's way.
That's right. Lazy policing is
Stephanie said back it up.
Bad policing.
Okay. Where should we back it up to?
Try right there.
Because we're talking about a phone call, right?
Right.
Make sure that.
Okay, there it's starting.
Let's go here and see.
She is.
Let's try that.
We just are like trying to find out if the
Hey, Dave
person
Channel,
is
thank you for being here, brother.
if they are harmed alive. Some kind of dialogue. We don't want this. We just want the information, and we're concerned.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Right now we're trying to figure out what the situation is. I did speak with her earlier, and she is in good spirits. And
Thank God.
So basically, they're saying she is conscious. Then that's confirmation. Then, because I did hear it from one of the live streams from somebody that she was awake. So they're
But
saying she's awake.
that's the cops telling you that
Yeah,
because I think they're not wanting to have the phone calls and the
yeah,
questions.
probably.
Yeah.
And they're going to say positive stuff instead of negative. So we
Right,
don't.
because
We still don't.
she's in good spirits. Anybody who knows
Right.
Carolina is gonna be like,
She's pissed.
yeah,
If she's
she's
awake, she's
pissed.
pissed. Yeah.
She's not in good spirits. So
Nope.
I would still take it with a grain of salt. I'm not saying that it's not true, but we don't have confirmation like from CJ Grisham,
Yeah.
who is her lawyer,
Did he
etc.
say he was going to do some updates later on today?
I
Did we
don't
get
remember
any
hearing him
information?
say that.
Okay. I hope he
I don't
does.
either. And Melissa Studman would also have the updates
Yep.
if they
Yep.
come in.
Yeah, she's in direct communication with CJ too. So,
There are people who are gathering outside of the trauma center. I also have that phone number for the trauma center and the address. It's
yeah, I
John
don't think we
Peter
want to
Smith
give that in.
Hospital.
Yeah, we know it's that hospital. I don't think we want to give out their information. They're probably already getting flooded with phone calls, people trying to check on her.
No,
And they're
but
not
we
going to
can
give out any
give out
information.
the address because there are people gathering.
Okay, yeah, that would be perfect. Let's
It's
do that.
1500 South Main Street in Fort Worth.
There we go.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry. I'm just hiding. My God, I'm so grateful for the info.
Yeah, she is going to recover. She's going to be okay. And I'll just make.
And Firm, I want to thank you for your grace with this. I know we had this scheduled about a week ago to do the show for you, and you show a lot of grace. I mean,
This
you
is
really
absolutely the one we should be watching.
Absolutely, and we appreciate you for that.
Notifications that might change, so we can go ahead and try to work through this. And as far as that goes, I spoke with her. She's in good spirits. She was laughing it up. She doesn't feel good, that's for sure.
Laughing it up. Oh,
ain't no way in hell.
No, not Carolina.
Especially if they got her cuffed to a bed.
Yep, she's pissed. Guaranteed.
Now we're investigating the situation so we can figure out what exactly took place last night.
Oh, we got to figure out what took place last night. We know what took place last night. She was brutally thrown to the ground and had her head cracked open. We saw it. We saw the blood on the concrete.
Right.
We saw the crime scene. Manuel Mata put it out there this morning. So we know what happened. We watched it on a live stream.
Thank you, Kurt Johnson, for being here.
Like I said, she's not feeling well. I can't give you all the particulars or anything like that, but we had a very productive conversation earlier, and then when I left the hospital, I made notification for you.
Productive conversation.
Yeah.
While she has a head injury, while she has a head injury, you're going to question her. I mean, no.
Not only that, is a productive conversation when we all know that she's pissed going to be her telling him to fuck off and leave her the hell alone and get the fuck out of my room, blah, blah, blah. Pardon my language, everyone.
No, I understand your passion, Nikki. Wow. Yeah, this guy is just blowing smoke. He's I'm going to be vulgar for a second. He's pissing on us and telling us it's raining.
Right.
The chain to make sure that everybody is familiar with the situation, and it is definitely being handled. I can promise you that.
Appreciate you taking this serious. You have brought a tear of relief to my eye and to my heart. I thank you very, very much for being professional and respectful. Right now, we were afraid. I was afraid that wouldn't be the way I would get treated. And you've done great. You've really made me feel a lot more comforted. I thank you.
Okay, from what I understand,
That's a great question, Dale. Let's put that up here. Did they get productive enough to arrest the officer? I doubt it. I doubt it.
there are people down there that are protesting or crowd gathering down at the hospital now.
Oh my gosh, that baby. She's a beloved member of a vast community of people who just want a little bit of dignity and respect from the police. And if we feel like we're not getting that, there's a possibility. This is me talking, Mr. Amazing. I called Sergeant Scads down at the Fort Worth Police Department. That's who's on.
So probably the same conversation that scumbag Kruger had while she was unconscious, like stop resisting. Yeah, it was horseshit. You're absolutely right, John.
Don't know anything about that.
Yeah, that's not gonna help the situation much if there are people down there. Let others know that. And I can promise you this, that we will get to the bottom of it. And I have some concerns, and I've made sure that I've taken it above my head to make sure that the major cases involved and that police information officers involved as well, so that way they're aware of the situation. As far as that goes, I can't tell you anything else because I just came on the day shift this morning.
Yeah, they're aware of the situation. They're trying to figure out how to smooth everything over. That's the situation. This one ain't gonna smooth. All eyes are on them.
And they're just going to investigate themselves anyway.
Yeah, they're going to investigate themselves and find no wrongdoing, just like they always do. We are not deceived. Lady Justice Liberty Press. Let's make sure we put her link in here. People should go over there and subscribe. This is a good story here.
I spoke with her and found out some of the stuff that went down last night. So that was based on some of my concerns. I went ahead and notified the proper people above me. So I can promise you this is definitely not going to be swept under the carpet or going by the wayside. She is okay though. She's going to be.
See, they're already putting that out there, saying that normally we do that. Normally we just sweep it under the carpet, or so. It's not going to happen this time. You were damn right. It's not going to happen this time. Too many people watching.
Yep.
Wow, it's not going to be swept under the carpet. That right there, you're right, Cliff. It just says this is what we normally do. We just sweep it under the carpet. Nobody ever knows about it. Nobody ever complains. No wonder why they're so afraid of cameras.
Yeah. People do complain, and more and more people are picking up cameras because of this kind of garbage. And so it's being exposed more and more now. And it needs to continue. We need even more auditors out there, more cameras out there, because these folks are out of hand, especially in Dallas-Fort Worth area and in Galveston. When it comes to Texas, these are the whole state is like this. It's just that it's especially egregious in these two areas, and something needs to be done about it. But it's happening all over the country, right, F.I.R.M?
Oh my God, you ain't kidding. And did
Yep,
you see that? The one that Unqualified Immunity put up that says, Cliff, I can't wait to see body cam after the fact of her live cutoff. I cannot either.
Yeah, and there was also some cameras on the building too, and hopefully Manuel Mata gets that footage because I know he was looking at them. He was looking at those cameras.
I just hope they release the footage instead of trying to hide it, saying that it's an investigation.
Yeah, and you know that's what they're going to do. But eventually, it'll all come out.
Another thing, because we all know that we're going to get the same answer of it's an ongoing investigation, but if we can have people start FOIAing, requesting the body cameras, at least then they're not going to be uploaded to the cloud and only stored for, 30 days, if that's what their contract calls for. We need to get those FOIA requests rolling in.
Right.
We, to at least put a hold on that body camera footage to where they cannot delete it.
Good to see you in here, Galveston Island Transparency. I know you had an interview and running a little late. That's okay. You're here.
This is things that we can do, guys. We've got to come together as a community. You've got departments, cities, city budgets that only pay for so much of cloud storage and only for so long. We need to just get that stop put on it so that we can get that body cam footage. This is all things that we need to come together and do.
Right.
Yep. Galveston Island, if you can get a hold of Harvey, just tell him I couldn't answer the phone because I went live. He did try to call me as soon as we went live, so I tried to answer, but wasn't able to do that in time. So I'm sure he'll answer the phone now. I think he's awake finally.
And yes, that home of Scrubbelow, that is a violation for the cops to shut off her camera.
Absolutely, it is. But they do it almost every time, especially if you're unconscious, then you can't tell them not to.
Right.
And Galveston Island, I'm sure that CJ Grisham is already working on that preservation of evidence. But like I said, if we as a community can come together and, basically bring it under the microscope, let Fort Worth know, hey, this isn't good. Look at what you've done to Manuel Mata. Look at what you've done to Carolina. It's not like Carolina's some big burly guy who was actually fighting this cop. There was no reason for it. Period.
Well, I think the last words out of her mouth were okay.
Correct.
Before she was slammed down on the ground.
To which you could actually hear the thud.
Yeah.
The
And that was not snoring, people. That's
agonal breathing is what
Right.
that is. And when you do get a traumatic brain injury, your brain just has problems doing what it normally would do. And that's why that breathing was like that.
Correct. It's just trying to get air. That means that her windpipe was blocked. That means that she was not in a position for her to get enough air. So that's why they start snoring. It is ridiculous to hear that. Ridiculous. I was a paramedic for quite a few years, and that was something you did not want to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, excessive force in other departments before. Yeah, I know he was, and that's another problem. You're at you're a cop at one police station, and you start to get in trouble. You just immediately resign and go to the next county over and get a job there. It's like traveling tyranny is what it is.
Right.
And they've experienced it also in Galveston, and I think Galveston Island Transparency can attest to that one as well. He's got a situation where a cop came from another county, and he's doing his tyranny over in Galveston too. So anyway, let's continue on here.
Be okay. Yeah, I'll read her for her loan. We only wanted that information. Did you say are you tags or
Yeah, like everybody else. No, I'm a sergeant.
Okay. We're just trying to.
Yes, yeah, I'm Sergeant Skaggs. That's Skaggs.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, like I'll leave your department alone, and I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me, Sergeant Scott.
Yeah, I got your message a little while ago, but I've been on the phone non-stop, and now I've decided to make a little extra time so I can talk with you, and we can resolve the issue. I know that you're a friend and you care deeply about her, and I certainly respect that. She's a very lively, energetic.
Oh my Lord!
I bet she is.
He's sucking up and kissing butt right now, and it leads me to believe that the opposite is true. I mean, we know that these cops lie every time they open their mouths. I'm really worried about her. I hope we get an update soon from the hospital, or at least CJ Grisham. Something. We need an update on her condition. We don't even know if she's awake. We're just going off the hearsay of Sergeant Skaggs. You know, I don't trust it.
Young lady, and I think we're about the same age. We're only like 5 days apart.
But I mean, this is great that you guys found a commonality.
Indicates that he knows his exact date of birth, right? It's like,
Yeah. So he knows who he's talking about as
Yeah,
far as on paper,
and who he's talking to. Yeah.
but does he know Carolina personally? No.
Good spirits. I mean, we've all seen Carolina in good spirits, but we've also seen her ire up, and there's no way his assessment of her is true in any shape, manner, or form. She's pissed if
Oh.
she's awake. Yeah.
And did you see that post that No Name Coder put up? They are working on an app to be able to automatically identify all police officers whenever they are being videoed. So it's going to be kind of like a facial recognition thing. It'll be an app that you'll be able to get, and it's actually pretty cool from the things I've seen of it.
So you won't have to ask them for their name and badge number anymore.
Correct.
Because they don't like to give it anyway.
Correct.
All right. So we'll have it automatically. We won't even have to ask.
Um,
Hopefully they'll have the badge number on that app too.
Brandon Mitchell, if you are still in here, oh, never mind. John DeNicola got it. Thank you. The EQI was asking when the next meeting was. It
That's
is
on Tuesday, from what I understand.
on June 25th, and John DeNicola just put the link for the virtual meetings.
Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely, and she understands that that I'm definitely concerned about some things. So we are definitely gonna look into this. I can't really give you a lot of particulars because I'm not going to be directly involved, but I'm definitely going to be involved in monitoring this.
Super cool.
So he's not going to be directly involved. He's just going to be involved in monitoring this, and it's a concerning. Well, yeah, you should be concerned. Your whole department should be concerned, and that cop should be criminally charged. That's just my opinion, but I'm right.
Super. Well, thank you very much, and I may reach out for an update at a later time if that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think at minimum they need to be dropping her charges. Period. Right now. I mean, if she's being charged with anything, they need to drop it right now. Not even take her in for booking. I think
Correct.
they just need to, they better let that go, man. They're in trouble. They're in big trouble.
Absolutely. Whatever I can do to help you out, I certainly don't mind. That's my job is to serve and protect and make sure that I take care of the people that pay me to do this job.
Oh my God, that's amazing. And I don't know if you know, but that's exactly what we want to hear. Let me free up the rest of your day for your employees.
I think Lady Justice is just gaslighting him. Oh my God, that's just wonderful.
Another person that everybody can contact is the Attorney General, Ken Paxton. We know that he has not been friendly to our community before, but you guys, we need to contact anyone and everyone. This needs covered. This is pure out and out tyranny.
Yeah, and if you're going to contact redress, always make sure that you try to act in a respectful manner. Don't ever make any threats. We don't want that going on
No.
at all. And
Always.
also, I want to let everybody know, if Nikki, if you can scroll that screen too. We're not giving legal advice here. So,
Correct.
what were you saying, Firm?
Oh no, I don't remember what I was just going to say. I was looking at the chat, and it's one of them was asking what are her charges, and I was going to say that they have not released any of that yet. They're still, I'm assuming, having her in the hospital, so they're not going to release any of that yet.
Yeah, I think CJ Grisham was saying they probably will go with something like interfering, or they might even do what's typical of officers when they attack somebody and assault somebody. They charge them with the same crime. Attack on a police officer, assault on a police officer.
Oh, I'm sure they're going to do trespassing and resisting and.
Yeah, because he was saying stop resisting, so it was true. She had to have been resisting, not
right.
I saw your eyes roll on that one clip.
I couldn't help myself.
I mean,
we know the status. We know the SOP, standard operating procedure. When you go to put somebody in cuffs, you always say stop resisting. It's just their training. It doesn't mean you are resisting. It's just something that they say to cover their own rear ends, which is not what they should be doing when they're putting somebody under arrest. They should be doing everything above board and not creating a narrative on their frickin' body cams.
Right. Hey, also, Dak, the cop that attacked her is a lunatic. You are 100% correct. But I don't think anybody realized that I saw a few comments in there stating that, the girls just walked away, the lady cops. But they did not. The one girl put hands on her with the male cop. It was not just the male cop that had hands on her. So those ladies are involved, not just for walking away, because they did not walk away. They were part of that arrest.
Well, this one with the really dark hair, I saw something in her eyes, like she was actually scared.
Right.
Of what that other officer was going to do. She probably knew that he was going to attack her.
Important duties. We sure appreciate all that.
And if you could just kind of pass the word, let them know that we have spoken and we're doing everything we can on our side.
Now, Lisa. Yeah, I'm actually absolutely going to do that as soon as this all ends. Those people are just so concerned, so everyone wants to know what I just found out.
Okay, well, if you can help me out, I would certainly appreciate it, because I got one of my officers down there right now that's sitting with her. Sorry about my voice. I got hit in the throat with a baseball a long time ago, and scar tissue does not help me out too much.
Well, let's not exacerbate it.
Wah, Skaggs, wah.
Okay, and I promise you this should bring some relief to your situation.
Okay, if you could help me out, I would definitely appreciate it, Jamie. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're going to help Skaggs out. I don't think we're going to help him at all.
No.
He sounds like a PI guy, like a public information officer that knows how to twist and turn things, and I don't know. I just don't trust it.
I put in the private chat the link to Manuel Mata at the crime scene.
Okay, we'll get this one off of here. And let me go up into the private chat, and we're going to show where Manuel Mata actually filmed the crime scene, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And have you already got it?
It's in the private. I just found it. I didn't look at it.
Okay. I'm
Um,
going to scroll to where he basically shows the scene.
No Name Coder, thank you for joining us and being here.
Yeah, thank you, No Name Coder.
You know, anybody in the area, if there is businesses that may have had CCTV or cameras, see if you can go talk to the businesses to see if they happen to record it. I mean, I'm sure CJ Grisham is already working on this. But like I've said, we all need to pull together, guys.
Absolutely. And we're going to share all these links of everything that we've been showing here. We're going to put all these links in the description as well. So, and this one comes to us from Manuel Mata. So I'm going to go ahead and present it. Make sure you put his link in the chat. And I've got it up to the point where he starts showing the scene as well. So, all right, press play.
Yeah, I haven't seen this video yet.
Shipwreck, right here.
Thank you, No Name Coder.
Oh. So, yeah, look at that shit, y'all. Nah, I'm taking it here with me. I'm taking it with me. It's fucked up, look. You know, that's how hard her hair is literally, it was stuck to the ground right there. I literally got it right now.
Yeah, so I mean that's a serious head injury.
That's a lot of blood.
And it's dried, so it doesn't look like as much as what was there. So
that was a lot of blood.
Yeah, yeah.
That means they let her lay there for a few.
Yes, they did. And just watching the video of hers, the first thing that he did was call a supervisor instead of the ambulance.
I thought that's what I heard.
Mm-hmm. That's the first thing that he did. I heard, and my hearing's bad, so that was the first words out of his mouth. We need a supervisor. So.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I think that's all we need to see on that one. I mean, I know that Manuel got camera views from the building and from the street too, so I'm sure we're going to try to FOIA request that stuff as well. And just to catch everybody up here, I'm going to go ahead and play this again so people can see what happened. I'll go ahead and present it again. Just in case you missed it, I mean, it's been everywhere. Just about every news channel, every 1A auditing community channel that I know of has been sharing this all over. But we want to make sure it really gets out there. So I want to make it big.
And time, maybe it's out in boots. Okay, so how do they know if they paid or not? That's what I want to know. How do they know if they paid or not? How do you know if they paid or not? How do you guys know if they paid or not? Oh, they're gonna ignore me too. Help! Break! Fire! 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 Fire!
She's trying to get their attention.
That's great community relations too.
See how they just ignore the public? They have such disdain, especially with somebody with a camera. They just ignore them until they're ready to pounce on them.
How do you know if they paid or not, ladies? Hey, ladies! Hey, ladies! Hey, ladies! Hey, Kruger! No, I'm not going to the floor. There's no investigation. There's no nothing.
You can go to the other side of the street. You're going to get arrested. I'm not warning you again.
What are you talking about?
Go to the other side.
See the look in her eyes?
Why? Wait, tell me why first.
You're under arrest. Turn off.
No, 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 no. No, I'm not under. Okay, you go.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
She's bleeding.
Still freaking cuffing her.
Okay,
Oh.
did you guys hear that? I'm gonna go backwards
Sorry.
just a few seconds here. This is where he gets on the radio. So while she's unconscious, let me back it up here again. I want you to put one in the chat if you actually hear what he says on the radio.
She's bleeding.
Did you guys hear that? Where
Yeah.
he's asking for a supervisor.
Yeah, I heard it. And once again, Bill, that is not snoring.
No, it is not.
F.I.R.M, can you being a volunteer, could you explain?
EMT.
That's agonal breathing. That is basically when you are unconscious, your body's response to its basic needs.
Yeah, I'm not going to show it again. It's very, very concerned.
It's like I said, it's one of the worst ones I've seen out there. Of all the guys getting arrested, even seeing some of the females arrested, I have never ever seen something like this yet.
Yeah, and the fact that she's still in the hospital for
Right.
means it wasn't just she wasn't just knocked out and she's okay. Otherwise, they'd be
Right.
taking her to the jail. She is still in the hospital, and this happened at what, 4 o'clock in the morning?
About 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Yep.
Yeah. So, and had a hell of a time finding her, finding out where she was. As usual, because in Fort Worth, if they arrest somebody, especially an auditor, they don't tell them where they're at. They don't give any information. None. So, whew. Yeah, I don't really know where to go from here. I think we need to have F.I.R.M on again at some point to really share his body of work like we intended to today.
I agree.
I appreciate that, guys.
Yeah, and let's put something really good together too for you, F.I.R.M. Let's tell us exactly what videos you want us to share, and we'll make sure and go over everything and be really prepared for it. And hopefully we won't have breaking news again.
Right.
So I appreciate you coming on with us on the panel. And if there's anybody else that would like to come on the panel that's an auditor to discuss the Carolina issue, if you got something to say, I think Nikki can put the StreamYards in here. If you don't mind, F.I.R.M, we can share the panel with folks that might want to come on.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Okay, the link is up there.
Okay. Oh, you went ahead and pinned it?
I haven't pinned it yet, but it's
Okay.
in the chat. Give me a second.
All right. And thanks again for being here, Melissa. I asked you to come in and help us mod and put out those links, and you've been doing a good job doing that as well. And everyone that's just come in as well, F.I.R.M Audits is one of the channels that we were going to really feature today. And if you wouldn't mind, if you haven't subscribed to his channel, please go there, hit subscribe, and then watch one of his videos. I believe he's live right now, so you just click the like on there, and then come back. And we've got, there's Galveston Island Transparency. Let's bring him up on stage. You ready? Perfect.
He's always ready.
And if anybody is asking, guys, Melissa has decided to use her Cash App because Carolina does not have access to hers right now.
Yeah.
If you do want to help Carolina, please go to the link, do the Cash App for Melissa.
Melissa is
Even
very,
if you
very,
don't know
very
Melissa,
trusted. She's very trusted in this community. She'll make sure that whatever gets into the Cash App today will go to Carolina directly. She's well trusted in this community. So, and I think everybody knows it, especially other subscribers and supporters that have been around for a while. Everybody knows who Melissa Stedman is. So, thanks for coming up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you able to reach Harvey? Just on a side note here.
Yes, I was. I was able to
Good.
reach him. I think with all the soft tissue damage, they threw a muscle relaxer or something into his IV, so he had a good nap when he finally got home after being. He was at the hospital for I think almost 8 hours yesterday. So, you know, and they put him in the neck brace and the CAT scans and did the whole thing. So,
Yeah.
you know, but yeah.
Well, I'm glad there's no broken bones.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's kind of weird with those things. You know, the impact was, you know, not the worst impact you could get out of a situation like that, but kind of the whole part where it just kind of tears away from you. And I think his arm was a little hooked on that mirror. So, you know.
And just in case everybody doesn't know, can you go ahead and tell us the story of what happened to Harvey the other night?
Yeah, so Harvey and I were actually getting off of one call, and Harvey was running live. So if you go over to his channel, you have to go to the 1 hour mark of his last big live. And there was a fire call, and we started to approach the scene. We were just past the last truck that it had pulled up. He hadn't even really settled the truck down, and he rolled up behind us and started hitting his siren and just blasting it in our ears. So we turned around and had a couple of choice words for him, some digital communication, and at what point, like there were some other people around that were like complaining about how rude it was and it was kind of ridiculous. And he backed up, and I thought that he was going to go up around the scene, and then I saw him turn his wheel, and unfortunately my camera was pointed in the wrong direction. I didn't get much, but I saw him turn his wheel, and he hit the gas and drove right into Harvey Freeberg. And you can see it on Harvey's camera really well, and you can see the inside fire or sidewall of the tire. So the right front tire, you can see the sidewall of the tire. He turned it so sharp and just hit the gas and drove straight into it. So
yeah,
and then
Harvey was trying to get out of the way, and he couldn't.
Harvey was backing up. He said, oh, what? Now you're going to drive into me? And he starts walking backwards. And I think the camera angle was a little deceptive because when it came, you know how it is when you back up, you kind of move your weight around. I think the camera kind of almost stayed in one position as his body was trying to move out of the way.
Yeah.
And then after hitting him, so this is a fireman EMT. After hitting somebody with the vehicle, he pulls up and stops. He sits there for like 2 minutes while we're getting the police officers were like, dude, he just hit us. He just hit Harvey. And then he just backs out and leaves. So he hit somebody with a Galveston Police Department vehicle, didn't stop, didn't check to make sure he was okay, didn't render aid, didn't do anything, just pulled in and left. And at the point, the call was over. The guys were getting ready to pack up all of their stuff, and you see them while the ambulance is coming up. The guys are packing their stuff into the fire trucks. The call was over. He had no reason to go into that parking lot. He just pulled in so that he could hit Harvey and back out and leave. I mean, I don't know that I've seen anything more malicious, well, except for today.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that Harvey's was going to be the leading story, but holy cow, man, we got a double whammy here, and you know,
Yeah. Within 24 hours, both in the state of Texas.
yeah. And another
Now-
6 inches, and Harvey would be in the hospital at the same time. I mean, I was 100% sure in my mind that the guy ran over his foot. I don't know how he didn't run over his foot, because Harvey was trying to move away and he had the foot planted and backing out. And I don't know how he didn't get his foot.
Yeah.
Now, Bruce, I'm just asking, did you get your Facebook Live screen recorded before it got taken down?
It didn't even get taken down. I don't know how, because it's a spicy video. There's a lot
Colorful,
of colorful language.
freedom of speech.
For those of you who have seen me control myself and try to be well behaved on videos, you can see the other side of the Bruce if you go to my Facebook. Because while this is happening, the other battalion chief comes out and he's like, "You're the one that called. You need to come over here." I'm like, "What?" He's like, you called me. You called me. And I'm like, "Man, I ain't talking to you for shit." I actually thought it was the other guy, because they both are just overweight, bald, fat guys.
Yeah, I saw that.
We
You were telling me, okay, call me right now. Call me right now. If I called you, you've got it on caller ID. I want you to call me right now. Prove it.
Yeah. He's like, "I have you on caller ID. I know it's you." I was like, "Call me. Call me, MFer. Call me right now." And he's complaining to the cops, who we had just been on their scene. We'd been with the cops for an hour. You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's sitting there trying to make a report to the people that were hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Which was wild. So
trying to report a false allegation.
He was trying to
you
make
guys calling in to the fire department to try
yeah.
to get more footage on a fake fire emergency.
It blew me up a little bit there, because they try to hit Harvey and they turn around trying to accuse me of a crime on top of it.
He was gaslighting.
Yeah,
absolutely gaslighting.
Well, and I kind of think that what happened, I mean, obviously pure speculation, but I kind of have the feeling that the battalion chiefs were mad because somebody had made a bad call or a fake call. It sounds like it was some of the homeless people had started a fire down on the rocks by the bay, and probably when the cops and everybody showed up, they put it out real quick and left, but thought it was us trying to get content. So I believe that's why we ended up with the malicious action of them trying to perform prior restraint with the siren and then hit Harvey. But none of that
doesn't warrant running him over like he did, and he did it on purpose with a purpose. He had those tires yanked over there to where, and then
I'm not justifying any action there. That's for sure.
Absolutely not justified.
I'm just trying to figure out why somebody in his position would lose their cool and get so aggravated to a level that they would maliciously hit somebody with a car. That was so premeditated and so angry. The sirens were some of the angriest crap. So for those that don't know, I spent some time as a volunteer fireman and as an EMT.
These are big pickup trucks too. I mean, they're heavy.
Yeah, it's an F-350, man. With 4-door F-350 long bed. And that guy hitting that siren, if he wanted to talk to us, he could have just hit the horn. It's not like the horn doesn't work. He could have bumped the horn. He could roll down the window. He could have said, "Hey guys, back up. We haven't cleared it yet." Whatever. Because there was nobody to be seen when we walked up. And then I saw four firemen walked from around the side of the building. One came towards him. One went back around the other side of another building. And the other two were taking their gear back and packing it up. Like, I knew it was done. I don't disagree with you, John, because he was glassy-eyed. I don't know. At first, he was laughing about the whole situation because I was standing in front of his truck, and I was like, "Man, it must suck to put in all those years and lose your pension over a poor decision because you're, out here trying to kill people." And he was laughing about it. But Harvey had 200 people in his chat, and I saw the fire department phone number going by with the option to press 3. And by the end of about a half an hour, he went from smiles to almost tears. So I think he realized,
Well, Galveston Island, you kind of hit on a thing that I've been saying. You hit on the fact that the 2nd Battalion chief came up and said, that you guys made the call to get a story. We have heard that in so many videos, oh, what is this being put on YouTube so you can get clicks and views? Um, guys, that's not what we're doing in this community. We're
No.
trying to bring attention to the tyranny.
No,
We're
and if I
not
ever
out
hear,
there.
yeah, if I ever hear of a First Amendment auditor trying to trump up something like that, I'll expose them.
Oh yeah, I'd call them out too.
Yeah.
It's just like these phone calls. I'm going up to Santa Fe because they're saying that they received a bunch of threatening phone calls and whatnot, and I'm requesting them. I mean, if they're going to say it, I think we need to back it up with proof. But also, if there are people in this community and people sitting around there making threatening phone calls to the people that answer the phones, come on, man, you ain't helping the cause. I personally think that it's trolls and pro-police people that are out there calling up and saying things to discredit us.
That's standard operating procedure. The government tries to
gaslighting
discredit.
all the way. Yeah.
Yep.
Smoke and mirrors.
Yep.
But Nikki, that I don't get that they would be doing that. And I thought it was interesting because he was saying that, and I looked over at the officer who we just left the stop with previously, and I was like, man, it's not like I need to make up a call. There's enough police calls here in Galveston that I can just drive from one to the other. And he laughed about it because he knows it. He watches us drive around and catch one call after another. And hey, if you're an auditor and you got like an RV or a tent, man, I got a spot. Call me. You can come down here. This stuff goes 24 hours a day. I missed one yesterday at 2:00 in the afternoon, Schlitterbahn, which is a water park. They had a fight with 30 people.
Yeah, Melissa, I agree with what you just said there. That's why I was very confident saying if I ever hear of a 1A auditor doing something like that, I will expose them. It's never going to happen. Never going to happen. I agree with you totally.
No, I think that there was one guy in the community and long time ago, and he isn't in the community anymore. So, but I don't want to detract from us being here to talk about Carolina and stuff, and I mean, what happened to Harvey's pretty crappy too. If anybody hasn't seen it, go over there. But that video is, I made that little short video so that there was something easily digestible for the mass population, and it caught some traction. So I'm going to put together something a little bit more real. I'm going to go and take some videos of where the truck was at and some other stuff, and trying to put together just a little bit more of a concise story on that here next week. But
Hey, Bruce, I know that you're probably going to say the same thing, but have you notified any of the mainstream media of this? Have you said, hey, here's a story for you? I mean,
but I had Great Lakes Audits. He reached out to at least Channel 13, who said that this was their second. He was their second phone call, and also said that they were watching it live, which I thought that was kind of interesting.
Well, yeah, they follow you guys. They know you're getting the real news out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
The media gets their news from us.
I was a little surprised that I'm a narcissist. So.
Yeah, and we all know that mainstream is fake news. They're told what to say and how to cover stories and how to say, and we'll bring you a follow-up, but then they never follow up. But guys, this is the kind of stuff we need to get out there. Anything that you see, go ahead and report it to the mainstream news. I've seen on my mainstream news, I've seen a few stories that have been covered first by our 1A community, and there's been enough of a public outcry because of the story being covered through our community that it has been brought to the mainstream news.
Well, here's something I don't even know. Firm Audits, are you even aware of that Harvey story that happened the other night?
About him getting hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I saw parts of it.
Okay.
Great Lakes Audits is on one of the local channels now quite a bit. Like with them finding all that information in the trash cans, and then the other day they shot a dog, I think, and they couldn't find it, and he's like, well, I just followed the blood trail and found it in 10 minutes.
Yep.
You know,
Great Lakes and I are in communication. We're going to probably feature some of his work too here in the near future.
Good. He could use a little exposure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, he's out there doing some really tough work, and he's taken a couple of good licks and had to fight his way out of some tough corners. So
yep.
I don't want to.
All of you guys have. All of you have.
Yeah, we've all been punched around a little bit. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. You know, some days it's rough, but then, like today, I got a phone call from a buddy, and he's like, I don't always agree with the way you get your stuff done, but I'm a constitutionalist, and this guy happens to be a local fireman, and he's like, what that guy did was garbage. There's no way it wasn't intentional. So, I don't know. It's nice to know that people are paying attention.
All right, so Jim's Relentless Audits, he's trying to get started, and he'd like to get his do the preparation work. Yes, he emailed CJ. He wants help. He wants to help the auditing community. So I think he probably wants to be a boot on the ground, and he wants to make sure he already has an attorney on retainer and maybe some money in a bank account just in case he does inevitably get arrested, like like all auditors do. So looks like he's doing some prep work there. So good on you. You can also email us. I think Nikki will put our email address in the chat. And we're always out here to help First Amendment auditors, people in the auditing community, journalists, independent journalists, investigative journalists, activists, which I believe we all are. No matter what you call yourself, I think you're participating in activism. I know that F.I.R.M has been doing this for quite a while, and so has Galveston Island. So is Carolina. Carolina's, I mean, she's more of a cop watcher, but my God, she is right in there in the mix. She's a tough little lady.
Yeah. I think she has a second channel that's reviews. It's like Carolina Reviews or Carolina Watches or something.
Yeah, she did that because she also got demonetized just like F.I.R.M has. And so she's been fighting that as well. And if anybody can help F.I.R.M, anybody that's in the chat right now that really knows the YouTube business, please contact him. In fact, what's your email address, F.I.R.M, that you use for the public out here?
FIRMAudits@gmail.com.
There we
F.I.R.M
go.
Audits, right?
Yep.
F.I.R.M Audits at Gmail.
The capital one, the F.I.R.M Audits. That was close.
I don't have my email open, otherwise I would have had it.
Don't forget the periods.
There you go.
Thank you.
And Jim's Relentless Audits, the email is on the Vigilance Committee's site. Now, guys, what we here at the Vigilance Committee are for is we're not out there doing the audits. All we can do is feature our boots on the ground. We're here to help our boots on the ground. Our supporters can do FOIA requests. We can write emails. We can contact news agencies. We're here to feature our boots on the ground. We're here to help them in whatever way it is, whether it's through putting out their stories like we were trying to do with F.I.R.M today. We need more help. We need to come together. You know, liking and sharing a video is one thing, but we've got to get these resources so that everybody can use them and share them.
Absolutely. We want to be the central hub. We're just a small channel right now, but the people that are subscribed to our channel send us emails with FOIA request information. They make phone calls when we ask them to make phone calls to try to get more information on a story. And it's all designed to help the auditing community out there. So if you email us, let us know what state you're in, how you're willing to help. Whether it be making phone calls or sending out emails or submitting FOIA requests or gathering as much information about your local area as possible and helping auditors get the things that they need to get so they don't have to spend so much time doing FOIA requests. If we can get them the information before they even have to do the request, the easier it is for them to actually do more investigative work instead of going through the hassle of waiting on information from FOIA before they move on to the next part of the story. So, and Phyllis Peterson is very good at that. So is Daisy May. There's a lot of you folks in here, Stephanie, that do help with these things, and Melissa Stedman, of course. So yeah, let's just keep up that good work and let's make it happen.
I agree. And yeah, thank you for Poor Dirt Farmer for being here, and Phyllis.
Hey, F.I.R.M, I'm going to put the link to the StreamYards in your chat if you want to pin that.
Yeah, if anybody else wants to come in and talk about whatever they want to talk about when it comes to Carolina F.I.R.M, Galveston Island, Harvey Freebird and his situation, be more than happy to have you on the panel.
And Deanna, that right there is what our channel is for. We understand not everybody can do something money-wise.
Right.
But you can send an email. You can make a phone call.
And if you can't, I'll teach you how to do an email. So, I've had to do that with some of our supporters. They don't understand technology, so I teach them whatever they need to know so that they can do the work for us. So, and so will Nikki. Nikki's even better at all that technology stuff. So,
and this is what we need. We need more help with the background stuff. You know, being boots on the ground, a lot of times you don't have that time to get that stuff done or don't think about it. And having all these other minds is so much help.
Yeah, absolutely. The more people we have on a story, the better, because we think of something that somebody else might not have thought of. That's what's going to be good about having a central hub, like our channel is for the auditing community.
Sorry, I was in a little chat there. I think some people are going to head to Fort Worth. So.
More people are going to be heading to Fort Worth?
Yeah.
Well, I can almost guarantee Harvey will head to Fort Worth. Am I right about that, Galveston? Have you heard from him? Did he say he was going to head there? We don't want to say for sure anyway. So
I would imagine he's in the shower right now. Yeah, yep. So there's going to be some support up there. I'm not really in a position to run up there. Man, I want to go.
All right, Jim's Relentless Audits, can you turn your camera on just so we can make sure?
And then,
all right, thank you. You can turn it off if you want. Are you ready to come up? Okay.
I'm going to try and get some videos from that parking lot where things happened and whatnot. So I got some stuff to do here. So what's up, Jim? Where are you out of?
What's up, fellas? I'm actually in the capital of Kansas, Topeka, Kansas.
Oh, I know some people in Kansas that I can get you connected with.
Oh, that'd be great. So let me kind of let you guys know exactly how I was hoping to help. I've got a few people I'm talking to right now with San Joaquin and auditing Erie County. I know those guys are really busy, so it's hard for them to really stop anything they're doing to help me, which is, understandable. What I'm trying to do, guys, I'm a professional licensed and certified interpreter for the deaf. And if you guys ever see news that goes international, as well as nationally, most of them will have an interpreter in the side of the screen for the deaf community. I would like to do videos, especially the ones that people really want, the message to get out, specific auditing news, anything that helps the auditing community. I've been watching for a little over 2 years, and I have not done any auditing myself. I had some legal stuff I had to square away, which is all done. But I wanted to do other people's videos and add sign language to them.
Oh,
there's
wow.
a police officer. So I know there's San Joaquin's assistant, I guess, has deaf parents. Both of my parents are profoundly deaf, and I know a lot of auditors have kind of just like, yeah, well, we'll look into it, we'll see if it'll fit, and I wait and I try to get back in touch with them, and then I don't hear back from them, except for Dan with auditing Erie County. He's wanting to help me right away. But what I'm wanting to do, there's 30 million deaf people, over 30 million deaf people in America alone. So I just think it's a big community that would help out.
Yeah, that's an audience we're missing out on. I think I remember you, Jim, being on a panel talking to Auditing Erie County about it, and I believe Rogue was interested too, Rogue Nation.
Yes.
And I'll ask him if I can give him give you his phone number. So I'll ask. I don't typically do that, but I think this is pretty important. Having the deaf be able to watch auditing videos and understand what's going on. So I think that would be very powerful.
Yeah, I think you could end up with a really great channel doing that.
Absolutely.
I would agree. And one of the things that people think that is, they've got captions. Well, a lot of auditors will put their own captions or things they want to say really at the bottom of the screen, sometimes at the top, but it gets in the way. And captioning doesn't grasp the feel or the emotion behind the message in any of the videos. So with sign language, when you do it professionally, such as what I do, you put a lot of emotion back there. You match the emotion of the speaker. So that's something I want to contribute, because not only is it 30 million deaf people in America alone, but they're also a very tight-knit community, and they share like crazy. So the message will get out there, and it wouldn't be just for the deaf. It'd be for both. It would just have the box in the corner or something.
And I'd imagine that's a community that faces, its own adversities with situations like this. So, yeah, well, there's that one video. Remember,
there's a lot of discrimination out there against the deaf.
There's a video out there right now that's fairly recent of deaf. I think he was deaf and mute. Him and his wife ended up paid.
Yeah, that was actually an older one. I can't remember how far back, but Lackluster just featured it again, and I think We the People University covered it recently as well. That's kind of an older video, but that's actually one of the ones that I wanted to start with.
Yeah.
Just to kind of communicate what the feel of the channel will be. It's for both audiences.
And I just did a video on one too, the one with the black guy that got both of his eyes bloodied.
Yeah. I mean, that is a wonderful idea. It is also another resource that we can use. Because like you said, that community is so big, and I'm sure that they do get left out of a lot of it, because like you said, even with the closed captioning and everything, the auditors, when they do edit, they don't think about that closed captioning being on the bottom. And closed captioning is just words. It doesn't convey the feeling or the tone.
Exactly.
Like getting mad at somebody on a text message because you misunderstood.
Right,
So I've got a question. So Jim, do you already have the app? Is it available?
What do you mean the app?
You
You're
said
just
you
going
were.
to do like
you
a
had-
split screen, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of do an overlay on. I just don't know how to do this. I just got a laptop just last Saturday or yesterday. No, Friday. Just got a laptop, so I'm willing to learn and do the work. Um, Basically, one of the biggest things is just somebody to kind of direct me how to do it. Not asking anybody to do the work for me, but it would be an overlay of my video in a corner somewhere on the video to yeah, so I don't know if it's called a split screen. I think it's an overlay, but that's kind of what I'm looking to do, and I don't know how to do that. And again, I just got my laptop, so I'm ready to start. Just a little bit about me. My situation, I've been in a couple of car accidents in less than 6 months, and the car we now have has to be worked on all the time. So I'm kind of stuck at home now. So I'm wanting to work from home, and this is one outlet that I wanted to use as part of that. Where I can put my time into it.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. Absolutely.
Okay. Firm, there's a message for you I've highlighted.
I've seen that.
Okay. No name coder, Jim, has said to hit him up. Or
No name
her.
coder. If you've got
He's a good guy to work with.
email, a public email that you want to share, go ahead and put it in the chat so Jim can get to it.
Another
The last person that reached out to me, Sean Porter. I haven't got back to him, but he's trying to reach out to me as well.
Another one that people have said might be able to help, but I know that he's very busy, is Blind Justice.
Okay.
He does a lot of videos.
He's not doing any. He's not doing any auditing right now. He's going through a lot of legal issues, but maybe he would be a good contact.
Yeah. No name's pretty good at that stuff, and No Name, shoot me a text because I lost your number. But yeah, and I'd be willing to help too. Like I stumble through Power Director, but sometimes it's easier to stumble through it with somebody stumbling through it. So I work on it. So if you need.
Well, if you guys don't mind, I'll give you all my email address right now, or should I not on this live?
Well, what you can do is email each one of us. In fact, we can put it in. If it's a private email, then go ahead and put it in private chat.
Mine's my name at Gmail, so I think it's the same with.
Oh, I emailed CJ. I don't know who that is. Is that one of you guys or?
No, that's
a civil rights
the
attorney.
lawyer.
Oh, well then he's gonna probably think, what's this guy wanting to hit me up for? All right.
He's also a YouTuber. He's also a YouTuber. So
yes.
And he helps the 1A community as well. So.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a civil rights lawyer, and he could probably definitely use something like that.
Actually, Jim, if you want, our email here at this channel is the Vigilance Committee 1864@gmail.com. And you can send us your email and we can pass it along to F.I.R.M and Bruce, and F.I.R.M can pass it to No Name Coder. Because I don't know if you want your email address out there for everyone.
I don't. The last time I looked, there was only like 20 something people on here. I wouldn't mind. I can definitely sift through, shuffle through them. But it's up to you guys. I wouldn't mind giving it out.
Well, give it out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Put it up there
All
if
right.
you want to.
So you see, hold on, I'm going to turn my TV down because I have you guys on my TV as well as on my phone. All right. So as you see in my title of my YouTube channel, Jim's Relentless Audits. So Relentless is actually my stage name. I'm also an international motivational speaker. So the email is Mr. Relentless 10X, which just means Mr. Relentless 10 times at gmail.com.
I think Nikki will put it in the chat, or one of our mods will.
Okay, let me make sure I've got it spelt right. It's MRRELENTLESS10X
That's it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, there it came. Yeah.
And keeper of the list. He'd probably be better off trying to contact Harvey to get that info, or somebody that's probably up there already, because unfortunately I would not have anything to help you or help him find her.
Oh, yeah, Harvey's not up there yet.
If CJ needs to get to her, he can figure out how to do that. He knows where
Right,
she's
I figured he would.
Yeah.
Hey, Car Thief News and Gregory the cameraman, thank you guys for being here.
Alrighty, guys. I'll let you go and chat with you guys whenever we get the chance.
Hey,
Okay,
it was
sounds
really
good,
nice to
Jim.
meet you.
Good having
Thank
you on here.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thanks for stopping in.
Thanks for having me. Bye-bye.
And hey, guys, not to be rude, but I have to get my butt outside and do a little bit of work itself. So I'm going to sign off here too.
Okay. Thanks for coming up. And again, we're going to get together again because I really want to show all of your body of work too.
No, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Sorry we got hijacked today.
Hey, hey, CJ just posted that she's awake on alert.
Nice.
Good.
That's me applauding.
Cool.
I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah.
All right,
So,
but anyway, guys, thank you very much. And I'm going to head out.
Thanks again, F.I.R.M.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Whew. Bye, F.I.R.M.
Bye.
Thank you, F.I.R.M, for allowing us to hijack you again.
He gets hijacked all the time.
But we will be in contact to go ahead and focus on F.I.R.M audits, guys.
Yeah, definitely so. He needs to get. We need to get a lot of focus on F.I.R.M and him being demonetized like he has been. And he just got 100,000 subscribers too. So he's a great asset to this community, and he helps everyone and anyone that asks.
How do you fix that situation?
I don't know, and that's what he needs help with. So anybody in the chat, or anybody that knows how the ins and outs of YouTube and getting things fixed so that you can, if you lose your monetization, you can get remonetized, please get them into contact with F.I.R.M Audits.
Yeah, because I worry about these trolls and stuff getting in there and doing to me what they did to him. It's a whole lot of work to put in to just have the carpet pulled out from underneath you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. Starting a whole new channel. Holy cow. That's a lot of work.
Well, I'm glad we got an update on Carolina. I'm glad she's awake at least and alert. Nothing about in good spirits like old Sergeant Stagg said, which I couldn't trust anything that guy was saying. I mean, especially if you know Carolina. I mean, she's up. I mean, she's uppity. She's spunky. She's but I'm pretty sure she's probably pretty pissed about being in the hospital with and we know it's a more serious injury than just a little concussion. So that's a given.
All right. I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna call Harvey and see what's going on.
Yeah, I need to call in too. So maybe we'll just do a three-way conversation and see what he's up to.
All right, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming up, Galveston.
Yeah, no problem, guys. Anytime.
Everybody be sure and put Galveston Island Transparency's link in here. And if you're not subscribed, please do so.
Ooh, I just 10,000, by the way, guys.
Awesome.
So, yeah, personal goal achieved, man. I wanted to do it by the end of the month, and I got it last night. So
beautiful.
yeah,
Awesome. Great news.
And here we are. We're begging just to make 500.
Yeah, you know what? I forgot to simulcast yours when we did the highlight of mine. So I'm actually going to screen capture it and post it up on my channel. So hopefully that'll get you guys some more subs. I think actually if I do it that way instead of a live, I might be able to get some more people to go over there. So,
Well, we appreciate that. You don't have
yeah.
to. We appreciate it.
No, you don't have to.
Hey, I don't want to explain my origin story again. That was a really good way of doing it. So, you know, like that way it's out there and everybody can go through it. We did it right. I think you know, it was put together really well. And you know, I have I have people that you know, it's funny because of how my channel started. There's a lot of people that think that like I just disappeared because I got into all this trouble with the cops. They don't realize that like I got in trouble with the cops because I picked up a camera and tried to hold them accountable. So for me, it's nice to be able to have that out there so that it's out there, you know.
Yeah, so people know that you're just not coming in just for clicks and views. You actually had a personal story.
Well,
that
yeah, but
coincided with it.
yeah, and also people that were thinking that like I had all of a sudden went from being a reasonably successful contractor to just falling off the world with cop problems or something. It was just, you know, I was retiring from one, and man, picking up a camera will change your life. For anybody thinking about going out there and doing it, do your research, get a lawyer, because they will come after you. It's you know, it's just like a bicycle. It's not a matter of if you're going to fall off. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to say goodbye, and I'd imagine I'll be talking to you shortly.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you, Nikki.
Thank
And everybody
you.
else.
Thanks, Bruce.
Have a great day. Be safe.
All right, I think we've pretty much beat that horse anyway. So I am gonna play our outro. Unless you got something else, Nikki. Anything else that you want to cover before we end the stream here?
The only thing I want to say again is you guys, it is definitely time to pull together. You know, it's definitely time to expose the tyranny, to expose everything that is so wrong. We need to, you know, pull together. We need to help our boots on the ground. You know, there's so much that we can do, but we have to be safe while doing it.
And I just noticed that Show Me State News is in here. If you'll send us an email, we would definitely like to show your body of work as well. Um, and I know that the what I got highlighted on the screen right now is happening to a lot of the people in the First Amendment auditing community, where they go after your children, try to say that you're a bad parent. So definitely get in touch with us. We'd like to tell that story for you. And we're always here to help. We did highlight one of your videos, I believe it was you today, that was with F.I.R.M Audits on that judge situation.
It was.
Good. So I'm talking to the right guy. So yeah, just get in contact with us. We just put the email address in the chat as well. A pig's daughter. I didn't notice a pig's daughter in here.
She's over on F.I.R.M, so welcome.
Beautiful. Thank you for coming in.
We're still linked with F.I.R.M, so whether he knows it or not. But you guys, you know, if you pray for Carolina, you know, this just brings the atrociousness out to the forefront. Contact the mayor, contact the city manager.
Yeah. If you're going to redress your grievances with the police department, do it through the city manager because he does control the police department. At least that was advice from C.J. Grisham. So that way there's no retaliation against Carolina for calling the police department or the jail. So definitely, if you could post that one more time, Nikki, for the city manager. People can send emails to the city manager. I think that's all you had was the email address. Am I right?
For him, yes.
Yeah.
I
Send
have
him an
the
email.
phone number for the mayor.
Yep. Yeah, we'll put out the mayor's phone number again. We want the higher ups to be involved in what happened to Carolina. I think we're not going to get anywhere with the police department anyway. They're going to have their own narrative.
But you guys, if you do redress your grievances with your government, please do so respectfully and peacefully.
Yep. Absolutely. No threatening.
Yeah, we're not telling
Don't do
you what to do or anything, but if you do it, please do it respectfully. We have enough problems in our community without having people get quote unquote pissed off and cuss out the higher ups when we're trying to get help.
Yeah, when you're making the phone calls or just keep in mind that's just a person answering the phone. They don't know what's going on half the time. They're not involved, so try to be nice. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and play our outro. It's a 3-minute outro, and if you've heard it before, you're welcome to go ahead and leave before it's over. But we love it, and if you're going to hear it for the first time, I think you'll like it, especially if you like the kind of music that I like. And I'm going to go ahead and play it right now.
In the heart of the Vigilance Committee, where the sun sets low and the spirits run free, we stand together, hand in hand, watching over the sacred land. We're the keepers of the flame. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll never be the same. Through the trials and the tests, we'll always give our best. Through the storms and the darkest night, we'll shine our light, we'll stand and fight. For the ones we love, for the ones we've lost. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll bear the cost. We're the keepers of the flame. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll never be the same. Through the trials and the tests, we'll always give our best. Through the storms and the darkest night, we'll shine our light, we'll stand and fight. For the ones we love, for the ones we've lost. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll bear the cost. We're the keepers of the flame. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll never be the same. Through the trials and the tests, we'll always give Vigilance Committee, where the sun sets low and the spirits run free. We'll stand together, hand in hand, watching over this sacred land.